Hello my dear friends, welcome to our new video in the series Learning Tableau Tutorials from Beginning. In this Tableau tutorial we will understand what is calculated fields in Tableau, and then we will also with the help of an example understand how we can with the help of these calculated fields understand our visualizations to a deeper level. Without wasting our time, let's import our data source. For this tutorial, we are using the same data source that we have been using previously in our tutorials, that is the Superstore dataset. Let's quickly understand what this data is about. We can see that there are three sheets. One is order sheet, then we have people, and then we have returns. So let's import these sheets by dragging it to the blank area. Let's join these sheets, click on open and join it. We want to make full outer join because we do not want to miss any of the details. If even if there are any of the null values, we are okay with it. To go through a quick summary of the data, we can see that we have row ID, order date, ship date. Now, because today in this tutorial we will be understanding what calculated field is, we must have few numerical fields, because as we will understand in this video only, that if we want to make a calculated field, we use a mathematical formula which uh, derives a simple mathematical or complex mathematical equation with the help of already present data. So we have sales data, we have quantity, discount, profit, return. However, a very important thing for the calculated field is that whenever we are making calculations, we must see that the units of quantities, take for example sales, must be similar with the unit of quantities that we will be combining. Let's go to our sheet and have a quick visualization of our data. So if you want to understand what the data is, let's quickly drag and drop sales to rows, and let's quickly drag and drop our subcategories to columns. So here we can see that our data represents, like you can say, different categories like phones, shares, storage, tables with the sales. So the sales here is sum of sales. Phones is at top. If you want to see, let's say, average sales was at the top, and order it in the decreasing order, we can see that copiers had the highest average sales. Let's get to the next sheet. Now we want to understand what calculated field is. As I already told you that calculated fields are simple arithmetic functions by which we can generate new data. So if you want to get into the basic definition of what calculated fields are, so here I can read it for you. What are calculated fields in Tableau? Calculated fields are one of the most powerful features in Tableau, as I have already told you. They provide a way to create a new data from existing data. For example, let's suppose we want to predict the price of an apartment in New York based on its characteristics like number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, and so on. It may be useful to how far away the apartment is from the subway station, but this information is not available directly from the dataset. Then we need to derive it from the existing fields like the address. Why use Tableau calculation fields? Because the filters are not enough. We need to segment the data. We can create basic expressions and we can easily find the data. These are the steps how we can create a simple field, calculated field, create a new sheet. So these are the steps that I will go through in the video tutorial. Coming back to our tutorial, suppose if just by going through the data we can see that we have sales. We can also say that we also have profit. Now we want to understand that, yeah, suppose we know that as per the subcategories, we already saw that what is the average sales. However, now I also want to see the effect of cost price. How will we find the cost price? you need to right click, create calculated field. What is the formula for cost price? Let's rename it as cost price. Come here. So we must have the column that is the sales is, and we want to subtract the profit from it. The Tableau says that this calculation is valid. We will click on apply and then we will click on OK. Now you can see that we have a new calculated field. If you can zoom in a little bit, you can see that the signature on its side is a bit different. Why? Because it also had a small equal to sign. Now coming to our visualization where we want to understand sales with respect to cost price. So let's do it in this visualization only. Let's drag and drop cost price here, drag it and make it average. Here we can see that copiers, though has a huge cost price, it is also making a similar impact on sales. Similarly, machines, huge cost price, similar impact on sales. Tables, huge cost price, but not that significant impact on sales. To make this visualization more better and pleasant to eyes, what we can do, we can go ahead and make it as a line. That's how we can understand. And we can go and make it as dual axis. Go there and make it as bar. Here we can see the impact of cost price versus what is this? Okay, so this is the average sales and this is the cost price. So you can see that copiers has this is the average cost price 1381, and what is the average sales 2199. This visualization makes it better. If you want to make a new visualization, let's say we want to compare profit with respect to cost price. Why? I will tell you in very short time. Let's go ahead and put the subcategories here. So here in this visualization we want to understand those categories which are giving a lot of profit, I mean a huge profit. Are they costing a lot to us too? That is what we want to understand here. Similarly, go ahead, click on this thing, click on, let's say this time I will click on area. Go ahead, click on this, go ahead, right click, dual axis. See, these are really better visualizations. So here we can see this, see, so it has not a very huge cost price, but it has a huge profit. It means that accessories accessories are good product for us. However, if you can see that the cost price of chairs is very high. However, the profit is not that high. It means chairs is not a good product for us. Similarly, see the copiers has a, not a very huge cost price but a huge profit. Hence, we can say copiers are also a good product for us. So that is how we can make our visualizations more interactive. We can delve deeper into these visualizations with the help of calculation field. Thanks a lot for watching this video tutorial.